La Palma is wild. It is one of the most contrast-rich places we've visited so far. And the more we traveled, the more obvious it became. One moment you are driving across steep serpentines covered with banana farms, and the next you are standing in front of a tiny village hidden inside a giant rock. Have you ever wanted to live in the cave? If the answer is yes, join us right now because we're heading to one of the most spectacular places here in La Palma. This is Poris de Candelaria and it's a fisherman village built in a natural cave.
I have to tell you, my friends, that it's pretty difficult to drive a car through such beautiful places because I need to watch in front of me, to watch my road, but I'm constantly watching left and right, and some nice stuff is catching my attention, and it's very difficult to
concentrate.
Yes.
The road was steep, and eventually we arrived at a parking lot located on top of the cliffs. Then a short hike down, and we could hardly believe our eyes. This tiny village is tucked inside a huge volcanic cave, which is about 50 meters high. And it's not just another tourist spot. It's tiny houses were built by locals who still live there. Or, to be more precise, use them as a second homes to take a break from everyday life. Keep in mind that there is no internet, no restaurants and no rental shops there. But you'll definitely find lots of cats. It looks like this place is their secret kingdom. By the way, if you don't feel like driving, you can reach the village by boat. Local guiding agencies organize tours here regularly, so booking one is not a problem at all. stairs right to the water. Speaking about bananas, driving around La Palma, you quickly notice one thing: they are everywhere. Terraces, valleys, and even steep mountain slopes are covered with endless rows of green leaves. Bananas are the island's main crop and one of its biggest exports. Around 40% of La Palma's agricultural land is dedicated to banana plantations, because the climate here is perfect for growing them. In 2021, however, banana production on the island lost about 53,000 tons, which is about 50% of its whole yield, in the vicinity of the Tejegaite volcano. Now the production is recovering, but it is still far below historic averages. In part 1 of our video, we visited Cuba de la Galga, a prehistoric and ancient laurel forest in the northeast of La Palma. We actually decided to follow that water downstream and ended up at Los Tilos waterfall. It is a part of a UNESCO Biosphere Reserve, one of the first created in the Canary Islands back in 1983. This area plays a crucial role in the island's water system, feeding reservoirs that provide fresh water to nearby towns and farms. We were not in the mood for swimming, but many people came here to cool off under the waterfall, and you can do so too. And there you might think you've seen it all: bananas, volcanoes, waterfalls and caves. Well, not really. Travel south and you'll find something completely different and salty. Fuencaliente is a southernmost point of the island. There, you'll find a 36-meter lighthouse surrounded by bright white salt pans that shimmer under the sun. What's interesting is that salt here is still harvested by hand. Workers guide seawater through shallow pools and let it evaporate naturally, leaving behind pure white crystals. It's so...
Don't eat it.
It's salt, yeah. And what an adventure it would be without a hike! On one of our weekends, we headed on a 20-kilometer trail that promised stunning views. We found this route on the All Trails app that we really love and that many hikers use, and we just decided to try the experience of other hikers. But before we could reach 1,200 meters in elevation, the route had to bring us to one of the most famous Instagram locations on the La Palma island, Caldera de Taburiente, and in particular Cascada de los Cancajos.
Do you need hair?
Wig? I don't think so, but thank you anyways. The route itself occurred very scenic, with the mountain river flowing all across the way and rocks forming dams and corridors. And here it is, Cascada de los Colores. This popular attraction is a waterfall of artificial origin, created as a part of a water diversion system built in the mid-20th century for agricultural use. Well, to be honest, we expected it to be somewhat bigger. Good for us, our trail did not end there and we had a lot to explore on the island. well, the peak, not the peak, it's actually the start of the trail, and we've met lots of people who were walking the opposite direction, and nobody was walking in our direction. They were really good looking, you know, with hair and, you know, glamorous clothes, and I was wondering how is that possible, because we are tired as shit, we're climbing up, we're just reaching our limits. I had a theory, and I actually was right. You can easily just come here by taxi to this viewpoint, and then you just have a 10-kilometer descent, easy. You don't need much water, because I've seen people who have no water at all, or they have like a small bottle. If you want to make a real hike, you can start this trail from the opposite direction like we did. It's scenic, it's beautiful, and it's challenging. But if you are not into challenges, you can take taxi, you can just walk down. It's not that hard, it's just 10 kilometers down, and the view is still scenic. It's worth it, whatever you choose. And now, let us take you to the most beautiful camper parking in the world. It is located in La Fajana, a small seaside city in the northeast of La Palma. This parking is a popular spot for overnight stays and sunrise views. And although it does not offer any services, we still spotted many camper vans there. La Fajana is a truly unique place because the volcanic cliffs here hide turquoise natural pools filled with ocean water. The whole beach in La Fajana consists of 3 natural seawater pools, formed by volcanic rock, protected from the open Atlantic Ocean by stone barriers. Although swimming in these pools is considered safe, we lost our opportunity to the wild power of the Atlantic. The ocean waves were truly intense that day, and local guards closed access for all the tourists and locals. course, we could not miss our chance to swim and headed to another beautiful place. Los Cancajos is a organized and more family-friendly beach than the one we've seen in La Fajana. It is also one of the best spots for scuba diving and snorkeling. Local diving centers like the Dive Community and Dive Center Buceo Sop organize guided experiences for everyone. We also decided to try snorkeling, hoping to see some fish. The area called Breña Baja is one of the most wonderful places we've seen so far. This is one of the island's main tourist areas, known for its black sand beaches and being a popular scuba diving spot. You'll also find here ruins of an old fortress and won't believe your eyes when you see the waves here. It's not just people who suffered from the volcanic eruption. Many animals were rescued from destroyed homes and farms. Some of them now live in Maroparque, a rescue center that protects animals in need. Parrots, monkeys, reptiles and rodents live in this sanctuary built on a hillside. Okay, we bought some food for all animals, and so now we are going to feed someone, for example, turtles. So for turtles, goes this. Okay, we are feeding parrots. He's eating. Hey guys. Okay. Hey, hey. that guy with this. Come here. He's coming here. The door to the next section.
Please push the door and continue your visit. Tell us something, little nice yellow bird. I'm a bird. Continue, bird.
Oh yes, and there was a small challenge. Paolo was struggling to pass by the ostrich, but eventually everything ended well for everyone. Today is our last day on the island of La Palma, and it's time to say goodbye to this beautiful place. During these months we've seen so many great stuff: Poris de Candelaria and Roque de los Muchachos, beautiful beaches with volcanic sands, and many other stuff that we could not even include into this video. If you would ever have a possibility to come here, we highly recommend you doing so. And we want to say thank you to this beautiful island, and of course guys, we want to say thank you to you for staying with us on our trips and for watching our channel. See you soon on our next adventure. Bye bye!